Hello guys, good evening. We are back again with another new session. Before today we are going to the new session, let me announce something. Okay, Shikuya has started one initiative called as Shikuya Placement Campus Placement T20 webinar series. Under this particular webinar series we have just started today at 7 only. Okay, and when we have started with a very good session of Professor Ravandade sir from PCCOE Pune. Okay, the session's name was Top 5 Secrets of Being Employable. And if you want to place yourself in a good company, if you want to be employable, if you want to make a very good career, I request you, please attend these sessions. These sessions are up to 14th of February regularly, and we are coming live at 7 p.m. every day till 14th of February. Lots of eminent personalities have already been shortlisted and they are ready for giving the webinar. So please do not miss this opportunity to know more about campus recruitment, campus placement, how to become employable and everything. So I request you again, please attend those sessions every day till 14th of February on Shikuya. If you want to attend those sessions and if you still haven't subscribed our channel, please subscribe our channel, follow us on Instagram, and you can easily see all those sessions on YouTube. So coming on to the today's session. As you all know that we have started this aptitude with C webinar sessions, and we have conducted 3 sessions. For the very first session, we have taken one example of calculating simple interest. For the second session, what we have done, we have calculated the composite interest. Okay. For the third session, for the successive third session, what we have done, we have calculated the area of circle, and all these problems from quantitative aptitude have been converted into what? Into C language, into C program. Okay. So today what we people are going to do is we have a very good problem that is already asked many times into aptitude or into companies, programming. Okay. So what we have done today, we are going to calculate the daily wage of an employee. What we are going to calculate? See, daily wage. So before exactly going to the program, we need to think about the concept of daily wages. Suppose a particular employee works for 8 hours. An employee works for 8 hours, and for these 8 hours the company is giving that particular employee 50 rupees of remuneration or the wage, we can say. Okay, today again I'm going to repeat, we are taking the problem of daily wage, calculating the daily wage of an employee. Okay, employee works for 8 hours, standard 8 hours in a company, and for those 8 hours the company is giving 50 rupees of remuneration. Understood? Now suppose the employee works for more than 8 hours, say for 12 hours. So how many hours the employee works extra? 4 hours. Okay, and the company have decided that if a particular employee works more than 8 hours, the company is going to give 10 rupees per hour remuneration to the employee. Okay, suppose the standard working hours of a company is 8 hours. Company is giving 50 rupees wages. This is just an example. Okay, 50 rupees wages, and if that particular employee works for more than 8 hours, say for 12 hours, that means that particular employee, okay, working for extra 4 hours, and company have decided if the employee is working more than 8 hours, the company is going to give 10 rupees per hour extra remuneration over this particular wage. Okay, this is the program. Now what we have to do is, if suppose the employee works for 8 hours, his or her remuneration will be 50 rupees. That's fixed wages. If the employee works for more than 8 hours, per hour the company have decided to give 10 rupees of remuneration, extra remuneration. Suppose that particular employee on a particular day works for 12 hours, it will become 8 plus 4, that means 50 plus 10 into 4. Understood? 50 plus 10 into 4. Why? 50 is the fixed amount that the company is going to give to the particular employee on a particular day for 8 hours. 10 is the extra amount if the employee works after 8 hours. Okay, and suppose that the employee works for 12 hours, that means after 8 hours that particular employee works extra 4 hours. That's why this will be there. Now what will be the remuneration? 12 hours remuneration will be 50 plus 40 equals to 90 rupees. Okay, this is very simple. This is very simple example of daily wages. Again, I am repeating, we are going to take daily wages example today, in which employee works for 8 hours. The standard remuneration will be 50 rupees. If he or she works for more than 8 hours, the remuneration will be 10 rupees per hour. If that particular employee works for 12 hours, that means 8 fixed plus 4 variable. Okay, 50 plus 10 into 4 equal to 90. Okay, now what we are going to do is, we are going to convert this very simple example into C language. What we are going to do is, we are going to convert this particular example. This is very simple. You can easily convert this particular example into C program. Now if you want to convert this particular example into C language, what you have to do is, first of all, you have to take, suppose, the employee's name. You have to take the number of hours that the employee is working. It must be beyond 8, of course. Okay, because if you put 8, it will automatically calculate 50. Now what we want to do is, we want to calculate how much remuneration extra that the particular employee will get. Okay, so now what we are going to do is, we are going to convert this particular problem into a program. Again, I am repeating, Shikuya is conducting one webinar series under Shikuya Placement Campus Placement T20 program. It is started today only. You can see, if you have missed today's lecture or today's webinar, you can easily see that particular webinar on the YouTube. Okay, and this particular webinar series is going to be continued till 14th of February. So please do subscribe our channel and follow us on Instagram for more such interactive and important webinars as far as your campus placement, your career is concerned. So thank you very much. Now we are moving towards the program. You can see the program on your screen. Okay, please concentrate. I hope you can easily see the program on your screen. It is already done. Okay, so you can see from the first line itself, I'm not going to going in deep with this programming, because in the last 3 sessions we have already discussed lots of basic and primary things related to C language. Okay, so we are directly starting with the program. The first line, you can see hash include stdio.h. These are standard input output header files. Okay, second one is hash include console input output.h. This is also a header file. Now we have entered into the main function. You can see on the third line itself, we have entered into the main function. In the main function, what we have done? We have declared some variables. See, on the board, we have already seen that the initial wage, the fixed wage is 50 rupees. Okay, so we have directly assigned the initial wage equal to 50. So the variable is init wage equals to 50. It is of float type. Why float type? The initial wage can be like 50.50, 50.10. It can be like that. It can be like that. I'm telling you the example. Okay. So we have declared float. Hours, for taking how many hours the particular employee works. This is the variable again. Okay. It is of float type because hours can be 8.5, hours can be 9.5, hours can be 10.5. Got it? And temp hour, temp wage and total wage. Now again, in order to take the name of the employee, we need to declare character array. Okay, so we have declared char name, which contains how many characters? Which will contain how many characters? 20 characters. Okay, see, now you have to ask the particular person or the user the name of the employee. It is not necessary. Let me tell you, it is not necessary. Okay, you cannot, if you don't want to take the name of the employee, you can delete this particular statement. You can customize this program easily, no problem. But I have taken the name. Printf, enter name of employee, gets name. Instead of scanf, I have written over here gets name. The same work it will done. The user will enter the name of the employee and that name of the employee will be stored in the variable name by this gets function. By this gets function. Scanf, you can use scanf also. No problem. You can use scanf also. Now, after taking the name of the employee, what we have to do is we have to take how many number of hours that the particular employee worked. Until and unless we get the total number of hours that the employee worked, we are not going to calculate, we are unable to calculate the wages of that particular employee. So printf, enter total hours worked, scanf, %f, address of hours. Now you know that if you have attended the last 3 sessions, you will definitely know that %f is a format specifier and it is used for the data type float. That address of operator, why it is used? Can you people answer? The address of operator? The address of operator is used because if the user enters some value, that value must be stored somewhere in the memory, and that particular value will be again after in the program will be directly used for calculating the total wage. That's why address of operator is used. Now we have used if else statement. Why if else? See, again I'm going back a bit. On the board what we have seen, for 8 hours the company have decided the wage 50 rupees, fixed wage. For 8 hours or less than 8 hours we can say. And for more than 8 hours the company have decided 10 rupees per hour. Okay, so what we have done? We have used if statement. If hours entered by the user is less than or equal to 8, what will be the answer? The wage will be 50 rupees. Correct? The wage will be 50 rupees. See what we have done? If hours is less than or equal to 8 hours, total wage is equal to initial wage. Now what is total wage? Total wage is the total wage for a particular day of the employee. and initial wage we have already declared in the 5th line itself. You can see over here is equal to 50. Now what is the value of total wage? Equal to 50 directly, you can see that, but we cannot, in terms of C, we cannot directly write 50 because we have already declared it that initial wage is equal to 50. That's why we have written init wage over here. Now the value of total wage will be 50. If suppose the user entered 7 hours, the program outcome will be 50. Why? Because the number of hours entered by the user is less than 8 hours. If the user enters 8 hours, again the total wage will be same 50 rupees, because hours, what we have written in the if statement, if condition, hours is less than or equal to 8. That means hours may be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is less than 8, and 8 which is equals to 8. In these all cases, the total wage will be 50 rupees. Now, else if, we have used else if, or we can directly use if, or we can directly use else, or we can say else if. Okay, no problem, what we have written the condition. Else if hours is greater than 8. Now hours are greater than 8 and hours is less than or equal to 12. And hours is less than or equal to 12. Okay. Now temp hour is just a temporary what we can say, the variable is equal to hours minus 8. Temp wage is equal to temp hour into 10. Why 10? Because company have decided for more than 8 hours, whatever hours the particular employee will work, per hour the company will give them 10 rupees. Now the total wage is equal to temp wage plus init wage. Temp wage is equal to 50. Sorry, temp wage is equal to temp hour into 10, whatever it may be, 4 hours, 3 hours. Okay, temp hour. Now temp wage plus init wage. See, if you cannot understand this particular statement, again I am repeating. Else if hours is greater than 8, that means now the user has entered more than 8. Suppose the user have entered 9. In our case, what will be the situation? The employee have worked for 8 hours plus extra 1 hour. 9 hours, na? So the particular employee has worked for 8 hours plus 1 extra hour. And for plus 1 extra hour, the remuneration will be 10. Now what will be the result? 50 plus 10, it will be 60. That's why total wage is equal to temp wage plus init wage. Now printf, total wage is equal to %f and it is stored in the variable total wage. It is stored in the variable total wage. Got it? Now we have written the function getChar. It is needed for displaying the result, and return 0. Return 0 is is used for the return type int, which we have already used in the 3rd line. Int is the return type. You can write void, you can write int, whatever it may be. If you write void over there, you don't have to return anything to the program or the main function. But if you write int, you need to return something. That's why we have written return 0. Now if you want to run the program, okay, what you have to do is just run the program. Now forget all these things. Okay, there may be some changes in the program. You can see Hello Srinikit. Yeah, I can understand your comment. The purpose is nothing but see, we have started with the webinar series C with aptitude, and this is the general question that comes for company recruitment tests. That's why we have just enhancing the programming capabilities of students. That's why we have just converting the quantitative aptitude problems into C language. That's all. There is nothing purpose like thing. Okay, you can see enter name of employee, what we have already written in the program itself. Now if suppose name of employee will be say Ramesh, okay, enter. Again it is asking enter total hours worked. Suppose Ramesh has worked for 9 hours. Now Ramesh has worked for 8 hours plus extra 9 hours. According to our logic, what will be the remuneration? It will be 60. Why? Got it the result? We have entered the name of the employee. We have entered the total hours worked. Okay, 9 hours, and the total wage is automatically calculated is equal to 60 rupees. If suppose again you run the program, name of the employee will be suppose A, B, C, whatever it may be, and that particular employee works for 12 hours, 8 hours plus 4 hours. Now the total wage is 90 rupees, 50 rupees for 8 hours, and 10 into 4 that we have already calculated on the board itself, and it will automatically be 90 rupees. So this is just a very simple program. You can easily customize this program. You can take, suppose that particular employee works for more than 12 hours, you can use logic over here. You can enhance this program. So this is up to you. This is very simple, very basic program that we have taken for the session. You can enhance this program for 24 hours also. Okay, so this will be like exercise for you people to change this particular program for 24 hours and try it out. This webinar series, again I am repeating, this particular webinar series is for enhancing your knowledge of C, because while TCS, CAPG or Wipro comes for the campus recruitment, C language is very must. It is very important. So you must know the basic things of C language. That's why we have started with this series, and I do urge all you people, please attend this particular webinar series. Do subscribe our channel Shikuya, and follow us on Instagram, Facebook and LinkedIn for more such kind of videos. See, you are not going to lose anything. You are going to enhance your knowledge. You're going to get new things in each and every session, that's for sure. So thank you for attending this particular session. Again, in the next session we are coming with a new problem that we are going to convert into C language. Thank you very much.